People look at stories through different lenses. I have my own personal take on some of these trending issues. Hi, I'm Mariah Ramharack and welcome to In Case You Missed It. The Olympics are in full swing, but with the World Cup rapidly approaching on the horizon, we always have one eye on West Indies cricket. This week, we will be joined by a player who could feature prominently in the team's bid for a third title, leg spinner Hayden Walsh Jr. Hello and welcome to another edition of In Case You Missed It. This week, Windies cricketer Hayden Walsh Jr. and I will take a look back at the week in sports. Hayden, welcome. How are you? I know it's been a lot of cricket and traveling.
I'm alive. Let's just say that.
I know you're a very busy person. You literally just came out of flight. So how has it been, just navigating all these different flights, and we're in the middle of a pandemic?
I must tell you, it's very, very hard, but, just getting to play cricket and just, being around the scene is good motivation.
Yeah, and as we reflect on the week gone by, let's start with the Pakistan series. There wasn't a whole lot of it, mind you. The rain had other plans. What would be the major takeaway from the short time that you faced the Pakistanis?
It just, we took away, some of their tactics, some of, how they play their cricket, and, going into the World Cup, if we were ever to put them up in the semis, I think we would have a fair idea of how to handle them.
Definitely. And now we're looking back a bit further against the Aussies. You were the standout performer with the ball, having scalped 12 wickets. I want you to talk to us about the approach that resulted in this success.
Well, my approach, all I was thinking about, is just doing my part really well, and that was just the focus. Once I handled my part, which was just to put the ball in the right spots and ball to the right fields and areas, then I think that my job would have been done.
You make it sound so easy. If I were to put the ball in the right areas, I'm pretty sure I wasn't walking away from a series getting 12 wickets, but I'll take that. You have shown us that you can make an impact. Do you think that those performances put you in a good place to be a part of the World Cup squad?
Yes, for sure. Hopefully, that would definitely open up the selectors' eye, and going into CPL, I think that I have a very strong base to work from, so that I can be on the World Cup squad.
Definitely rooting for you. Well, the team seems to be steadily improving, but what are some of the things you think are important to get right as we look forward to the World Cup?
Well, for me, or is that for the team?
Maybe you can tell me both.
Well, for me, I think I'm in a very good spot. Is just to be consistent and maintain my bowling form. For the team, it's just to keep on gelling, keep on having everyone playing their roles, and of course, everyone would talk about our middle order, but once we stick to our strengths, everything will fall into place.
Okay, so this question is me being a passionate West Indies supporter, excited when you all do well, depressed, and of course getting angry at you all when you don't perform well. What do you think are the chances of the team winning a third title?
I think it's very strong. It is very strong, and the way how it feels in the dressing room, I don't think there's much that can stop us right now.
Yeah, and that's a really good place to be at. Well, CPL is coming up, and you are known for your exploits in this format. What are you looking forward to the most this season?
Yeah, well, I'm just looking forward to the challenge of playing in St. Kitts. Everyone knows it's a very small ground, so So all the big hitters are just licking their chops, ready to take all the bowlers apart. So, I'm just looking forward to bowling very, economically and keeping those boys with the big bats quiet.
Keeping them in check, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, looking back at another major event this week, Dwayne Bravo, a fellow Trini, he played his last international game on Caribbean soil on Tuesday when the team faced Pakistan. Bravo is one of the greatest performers in the shorter formats. His death bowling is what we call superb. And he is the leading wicket taker for the Windies with 76 wickets in 85 T20 international matches. His best figures, 4 for 19. What has been your memorable moment with Dwayne?
My memorable moment, is just being on the field with him and just hearing him cheer me on and saying, well, hey, let's go, Hayden, and him taking my wickets, taking my catches so I can get some wickets, So, I just really, just hearing him in the background, hearing him, cheering me on, that is very memorable. I feel really blessed to have, that guy of such caliber on the West Indies team with me.
I agree, and whenever I talk about him, the first thing you talk about is the good energy that he brings, that sort of vibe that makes you want to win, right?
Yes, for sure. He always wants to be the champion.
Yeah. Okay, so Hayden, the Olympics has been the talk all around the world, and we can't forget that. I can't let you leave without talking about the Olympics. How proud have you been, just looking on at the Caribbean do their thing and, of course, bring home medals for their countries?
It's been really, I have enjoyed all the successes of the Caribbean, especially the women. Seeing the women from Jamaica perform and bring home the medals. Usually it would be the men from Jamaica, but this time I'm really proud that the women pulled it through for us. And also the other performances like Kirani James and the Bajans doing well in their fields. I really feel proud to be a Caribbean man.
Definitely, and you had me there when you said the woman stood out for you. That's very big of you, rating them and of course recognizing what they have been contributing to the sport. So Hayden, I want to thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you on in case you missed it. We look forward to following your successes and watching you light up the CPL and of course the World Cup.
Yes, thank you very much for having me.
Before we wrap this week's episode, the part I look forward to the most, hearing from you. Christopher has agreed with Danusha and even went further to draw a comparison with pilots who have disorientation, which led to the loss of lives. Wanda, also on YouTube, says they appreciate Danusha taking her time to explain the twisties. 8 francs, they are hailing Danusha. Then on Facebook, we had Michael. Thank you. I'm very happy that, you enjoyed the interview and it was insightful. We do what we do for you. As usual, it has been a pleasure hearing your views and I look forward to hearing from you again next week. That's a wrap for this week's In Case You Missed It. Be sure to like, share and comment. And I look forward to hearing what you think about this week's topics. Stay safe and I'll see you next week.